Viewer, at a time when very few things have the capacity to shock or shame you anymore, can you believe that Gaurav and Saurabh Luthra, the Delhi-based businessmen who owned that Goa nightclub in which 25 people died on Saturday night, they've applied for anticipatory bail in Delhi while sitting in Phuket, and they have pleaded through their lawyers that they are also victims. These shameless Luthra brothers are hiding in a beach resort in Thailand, evading arrest and suggesting that they left for Phuket on work. When we have information now that it was barely 90 minutes after the fire broke out, in which 25 people lost their lives, that these two Delhi-based cowards were booking their tickets on Make My Trip. As the news tightens, they are playing victim. They're being the most shameless citizens. Luckily, they've received no relief from the court so far. But don't hold your breath, because that can still happen. We know what happens to rich people in this country. Absolutely nothing. The question is time up for both these men? That is the question we're asking. And the breaking news we're bringing to you right now is something that makes this entire saga even more sickening and shameful, because as the blaze raged at the Birch nightclub owned by the Luthra brothers, 90 minutes after the fire broke out, these two brothers were sitting on their laptops booking tickets on a website. The fire broke out at 11:45 p.m. They booked their tickets on a website at 11:17 a.m., just about an hour and a half after the fire broke out. Can you think of anything more shameful and cowardly than this? The police probe reveals this entire escape timeline, and I'm revealing that information to you first here on NDTV. They only thought of escape. They didn't think of their customers. They didn't think of their staff. They didn't think of anything. All they thought of is how to save our skin. Let's get the hell out of here and escape to Phuket. Remember that 90 minutes after the fire broke out, the two brothers had booked their tickets. I'm joined now tonight by Captain Viriato Fernandes. He's the South Goa MP from the Congress Party. Yatish Naik is an advocate based in Goa as well. Welcome to the both of you. Captain Fernandes, I'd like to come to you first. Absolutely shocking details coming out, sir. 90 minutes after the fire broke out at the Birch nightclub, these two guys were sitting in Delhi booking their tickets to fly to Thailand. Your first view, sir, on this entire saga.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Aroor. We know now what has happened. Our heart goes out to the victims and the families, but we have to know how this has come to this stage.
Yeah.
Has it happened suddenly? No, there's a background to that. Now we have to know the people of Goa, the literacy rate is very high. They love their villages. Why I am saying is, there are Gram Sabhas, and people attend Gram Sabhas in their villages, and they have been flagging these illegalities across the villages. So this has become the norm. We don't call it double engine sarkar, we call it SOS sarkar, a sold out sarkar. You can come into Goa, pay a bribe and do business. There are two norms, businessmen for Goa and businessmen who come into Goa. Now what has happened is, there were so many complaints filed, why action was not being taken?
Yeah.
And if action was being taken by the Panchayat, there was this director of Panchayat who would bring a stay. Now this was an easy meet for all those who were coming into Goa. Now as we are talking, there's a big tragedy going to happen, and God forbid if this happens, it will be a blot.
Yatish Naik, how would you respond to that?
Most of the tourists have shifted to the casinos.
Rampant bribery is what allowed places like Birch and God knows how many other places which are in the precincts of these Gram Sabhas to function. It's almost like a mafia culture allowing businesses in Goa, Yatish Naik.
No, that's completely incorrect. I can point out to you that these people, the same Birch, was in fact subject to an FIR under the Noise Act in 2024. There is a charge sheet that has been filed against them in 2025 June. I may also bring to your notice that earlier a demolition had happened here. They had put the structure again on the beach. That was in this year itself. So it was demolished and these people put again. Let me make it very clear. the Chief Minister of the state is very, very firm that illegalities will not be tolerated. And let me make it very clear, that is the reason why the magisterial inquiry, which has been constituted by the Chief Minister, by the government, has made it very clear that the intent of the magisterial inquiry is to go into the root of it and fix accountability. Nobody will be spared.
But Yatish, you must submit that
is a joint enforcement
despite,
committee that
you're talking about FIRs, etc. I respect that information, but the end result, Captain Fernandes, and I'll bring you in, is that 25 people are dead, which means that whatever monitoring was necessary, whatever licensing was necessary to ensure that this place was not a death trap, simply failed. Ultimately, it is the administration's responsibility, Captain Fernandes.
It is very unfortunate that this incident happened.
As we are talking,
it is very unfortunate
because of the tragedy.
Yatish, let Captain Fernandes answer. Yeah.
Because of the tragedy that has happened at Arpora, now most of the tourists have shifted to the casinos, which are in the river Mandovi. Now, as per a confidential report by government officials, the number of people on the ships have exceeded almost 2.5 to 3 times. God forbid if an accident happens on the casinos, there are thousands of liters of diesel. There's water all around. There are no fire norms, we believe, that have been followed. So you can imagine, the government is saying they're taking action, but this is what is happening. The scene has shifted from land into the casinos, into the rivers.
Yatish, answer that. It's too late. It's too late. How many more such death traps there must be? Even that demolition
is incorrect.
Demolition in Vagator Beach is all drama. People are saying you have done this only after 25 people have died.
No, that's not right. In fact, the inquiry will bring out why this has happened, who has done it, who has colluded. 3 government officers have already been suspended. Nobody will be spared, as Honorable Chief Minister has said. Honorable Chief Minister has given terms of reference to the magisterial inquiry to fix accountability. I'm making it very clear. Let the truth come out. Let whoever's role is there, let it come out. Let whoever is responsible for it, let him face the music. In fact, the government is very firm when it comes to these illegal things to ensure that these don't happen.
Captain Fernandes, you don't have faith in this magisterial inquiry? The BJP says wait for the results.
Now, when I say there is a complete law and order failure, the Home Department is under the Chief Minister. There was liquor being served in these particular illegal nightclubs. The Excise Department is under the Chief Minister. There were violations of the fire norms. The Fire Department is under the Chief Minister. What does it point out to? Simple that if Chief Minister has a little bit of conscience of guilt because of the 25 innocent deaths, he should have resigned instead of he presiding over this so-called inquiry.
Yeah, Yatish.
If I may say, in fact, when the Chief Minister says that the government will go to the root of it, he has instituted a magisterial inquiry, he has put a safety audit committee, he has put a joint enforcement committee. The terms of reference is to fix accountability. I expect the opposition not to play politics. In fact, the opposition should have supported the Chief Minister and the government and said, let the truth come out. Whoever is responsible, let them be booked. Let action be taken. Let whoever is responsible, whoever has connived, who has abetted this, let him face the music. The government does not condone such things, and the government is firm in taking action against illegalities.
Captain Fernandes, last word to you and to Yatish, which is that the very busy New Year season is coming, sir. And the public image of Goa is right now as being a place where nobody is in control.
Absolutely. That is why I said it a SOS Sarkar, a sold out Sarkar. Now the audit, what Mr. Yatish said about the audit. Now what will happen when the audit is carried out? Innocent businessmen from Goa will pay a price. They will be targeted. They will be harassed. And all these people who are running illegal businesses by paying bribe, they will get away. So this is what is going to happen. Innocent business houses who are paying their taxes will be targeted in the name of safety audit.
Yatish, final word to you. How do you assure the public that won't happen?
No, let us make it very clear and let us read the terms of reference of all the 3 committees to know that the intent of the government is to go into it and to fix accountability, ensure that these things don't happen, ensure that action is taken against
Okay.
errand officials, against those involved in illegalities. And I request the opposition, don't play politics.
25 people are dead. Answers must be sought. Accountability must be fixed. Blame must be assigned. And heads have to roll. I'm not going to back down from this story because the hard questions need to be asked. So I appreciate Captain Fernandes and Yatish Naik joining me today and taking my questions on this. NDTV will continue to doggedly pursue justice for those 25 victims until the Luthra brothers and everyone else responsible is brought to book.